Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You came back. In this week's video, I have for you a really cool color blocking star design like I did during New Year's. I did it again just for you guys, and I use a new technique, at least new to me. I don't know if anybody else uses it. I've never seen anybody else use it. So if that is something that you're into, if that is something that you're into seeing, go ahead and stick around and let's get into it. Okay. Don't mind the whiteness. I just had to teabag this nail. So what I'm going to show you what I've done before, I'll put a picture in around my New Year's mani, I did a like star shape. So I'm going to show you guys how I did that real quick. What I have on is onyx, and this is a mix of sterling, champagne, and rosé from Cascade Colorworks. I have Isle 21's base. It's their base top coat. I find it to be thick and easy to work with and slow drying. I have these tweezers, and this is the magic key, is this tape, is how I do the very small lines so that I can get in there and do the star shape. So I'm just going to cut off a piece here. Take my tweezers and grab onto that. First things first, I'm just going to put a line across the nail kind of where I want to separate. Voila. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Just push it down. Okay. And then I'm going to take off another piece. It's a long piece, but I'm going to cut it into two so I can make the point with it. I'll stick this over here on the top of a jar for now. Okay. And I kind of want the point, stuck that with the scissors. That was silly. I don't care if the point goes down into this area because that's where my glitter is going to be, and I'm going to start with the dark color. So I just kind of want to put it kind of like in the middle, but off to one side a little bit. There-ish. And I mostly want to make sure I'm cool with wherever the point is going to be because that's the side I'm going to be doing. And this side can be long because it's not the side I'm going to be doing right now. Take another piece of tape. And I've got to make sure I line up the point really well. It's easiest if you just like get it stuck on there and then move it once you have it stuck. Actually, I don't hate that. Okay. So once you have it on there, we're going to do the black part, which is going to be this part here first. I do have my metal file also. I love using this when I color block. So you want to make sure that tape is stuck down really well. Okay. And we're going to go in with the Isle 21 base. I find it to be a very slow drying base, which is why I love using it for color blocking or any other kind of art stuff that I might need a little extra time with. I'm just trying to get it like right along the edges there of the tape first. And this corner is the hardest. You just turn the brush to the side, kind of. Try and get in there. I'm going to pour it over. I got a little base on mine, but that'll buff out. No worries, no worries. It's gonna buff out. Let's dust that off and go back in with another pass. This little corner down here is definitely the most difficult corner to get into. And I find pouring over works best with color blocking, for sure. And I'm gonna do one more. Look a little base. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Okay. And then you just pull the tape. Points first. I kind of tried to pull it like back instead of like this way so that I didn't like tear up that little inside corner. Because you really want that to be like good and pointy, you know what I mean? So I have also this file that has a tip on it, although I don't think that's gonna, I think my dotting tool might be better. This is really hard to do with my non-dominant hand, but we're gonna make it work. Okay, I do like to take my file and just kind of sharpen up those edges if I can. Just really gently though. If you do this, just really, really gentle, because you haven't activated yet. And I wouldn't recommend activating because you're going to do base again. You don't want to mess up your base brush. That's going to drive me crazy that it's on my cuticle. But don't worry. We're going to fix it. Don't you worry. Okay. So there's the first part. And I always start on the edge. This edge is so much easier than trying to start on the inside. It's so much more difficult to start on the inside. So here we go. We're going to do the glitter part. Get just right around that cuticle real good. And I like to push towards it instead of like dropping and pulling away. I like to push in towards it and then pull away. If that makes sense. Turn your brush sideways to try and get into that point. But also, I don't try and get too close into the point because I will place the glitters in there. I don't feel like the brush gets in there very well. Pour over again. I did just do a tea bag, and which means I activated to file and buff, so that is why the base is drying so quickly on that first pass, because there was activator there. I mean, it's not going to mess up my base brush, but it does make it so it dries really quickly, but that's okay. We can work with it. We can work with it. Because on your second pass, it won't be so bad. And I know I'm getting it like all over my cuticles today, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That'll buff out. Okay. Okay, we are going to do a third time. Okay. I think what I'm going to do in the little point here. Now don't worry if it's not absolutely perfect, because I'm going to do another little thing too. But I'm going to take just a little bit of base, put it right in the point there. And try and place a couple glitters. Anywhere else I might see that might need some glitters, like right down here. Okay. I know we're looking crazy, but I promise it's gonna turn out just fine. All right. Next step, we're gonna do a dip of clear. I dusted it off before that was dry, so oops. It's okay, just try and fix that real quick. All right, I'm gonna activate this and let it set for a minute, and then I will file and buff. Okay. Okay. Using my metal file to just get right in there. This is my 100, 180 grit file. I'm gonna try and get around the cuticle with my metal file just to try and not tear my cuticle up. So I'm just taking the 100 side of the file and giving it just a very light buff on top. I want to be really careful because of those glitters. I don't want to file off the pigments. Now this is my 240, 400 grit file. Here's the fun part that I really like to do to just complete this look, because I think that looks really good, but you can see that the lines are not super crisp, right? So what I like to do is I like to take, I've tried a bunch of spider gels, color gels, spider gels. These ones are my favorite. So I'm just going to take like the littlest bit of the silver and a little bit of the gold, and I'm going to mix it together. Since I have both silver and gold in my glitter, I want there to be both in the gel too. Okay. This is my new lamp from Sun UV. It's hard to see it. It's like this. There's inside, outside. It's got all these buttons. This is like more of a like professional one because the buttons are facing towards if you were on the back and you were like doing like a customer's nails. I really like this lamp. I like all the Sun UV lamps. They're my favorite. I've used other ones before. I've used cheaper ones, whatever, and I always come back to these lamps. They're my favorite. I have like a cheaper one and then I have this one. I like them both. They're both really great. So I have these little pens. I got them off Amazon that I'm going to use. So just put a little activator on so I can like really see what I'm doing and what the nail looks like. Now, granted, I'm doing this with my right hand and I'm left-handed, so hopefully it turns out good. Also, this is gel polish, so like I've said a million times, if you mess it up with gel polish, you can always wipe it off and redo it. It just kind of gives it like a finished look. Do you know what I mean? Give it a point like wing liner. Does anybody else think that gel polish smells like puppy breath? Is that just me? Like especially gel top coat. Oh man. Get shaking now. I've heard the longer brushes make it easier to draw straight lines, but I don't know if that's necessarily true for me. And yeah, boom. That is my star shape. I am going to cure this for 60 seconds. Then I'm going to finish filing buffing the rest of my nails, and then I'm going to get a top coat on, and then I will be back with a picture. So what did you guys think of that video? Did you like that video? I really hope that you guys liked that video. I hope that you're enjoying these little art videos. I do have like a chatty video coming soon because I know some people really enjoy the shorter videos and some people really enjoy the longer videos to watch while they're doing their nails. So I have one coming for you very, very soon, hopefully next week actually. All of my links to all of the things are down below. All the things that I use in this video, links down below, all of my groups, my websites, anything that you need to know. If there's more information you would like to know, I promise you, is in the description down below. And if it's not, you can just like leave me a comment or whatever and I'll answer your questions in comments. I do those kind of things. So that is all I have for you this week, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye. Some different scenery. Welcome to rainy ass Washington, where it rains all the time. At least the lighting is good in here. Probably because like this is light I am staying with Lauren right now while we work on our restock, so I'm not in my house doing my things and my stuff. And although I did go home to record my nails, I did not record my intro and outro for this video. So here we are in a car again. You know, it's been since like I started making videos since I've done an intro and outro in my car. So welcome to my car. I have a lot of work to do. We are working very hard on a restock, and because I love my YouTube subscribers so much, here's a little tidbit of information. I'm not sure the exact time or the exact day, but I'm 99.99999% certain that our restock date is next weekend. Not this weekend, the weekend after, okay? And we're likely going to be doing Saturday, and it's likely going to be in the morning, okay? So, I gotta push it all out sometimes. Just like really clear that shit out. Okay. And don't judge me for my dog thingy, okay? This is actually amazing. I will add it to my Amazon list. I'll put a link to it. If you have a dog, I'm telling you, you need one of these if you take them on the road with you at all. It is literally amazing. It has like pockets in the back of it, like in the back of your seats. This, the material that it is, the dog hair does not stick to it at all. Plus it has a little thingy so you can like see them in your rear view mirror, and you know, it's amazing. So I think that's about all I have for you this time. I'm sorry that it's not a lot of the extra stuff at the end. I know you guys enjoy that. Well, some of you do, and some of you stop watching before that, and that's also fine. But I have a lot to do so I can bring you some delicious products, okay? Okay, I'll see you next week, all right? Okay, like, bye!